This conference will now be recorded.
సో హాయ్ ఎవ్రీవన్. అమిష్ ఇస్ న్యూ టు ద బ్యాచ్ అండ్ మీరు కూడా వినలేదు కాబట్టి కొంతమంది. అండ్ వన్ మోర్ థింగ్, కావేరి అందరు తెలుగు వాళ్ళేనా లేకపోతే నేను జాయిన్ అయ్యాను కదా సిన్హా అతను నార్త్ ఇండియన్?
అతను ఇంగ్లీష్ అనుకుంటాను సార్.
ఓకే ఫైన్. అతనే కదా మీరు ఇందాక చెప్పిన క్యాండిడేట్ రికార్డింగ్ వింటారని చెప్పింది.
యా సార్.
ఓకే ఫైన్, షూర్. దెన్ ఐ విల్ కంటిన్యూ ద క్లాస్ ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్. ఓకే, యా. Okay guys, before we jump into the demo session, I'll introduce myself. Okay, my name is Mahesh and I am a certified Power BI developer and I have a certification on Azure fundamentals as well. Okay, so in this course we're going to learn Power BI and some part of SQL. What is the scenarios to handle the Power BI? So we need to learn some part of SQL as well. Okay, and we will learn the knowledge about Azure as well. So Azure will give you some additional knowledge, okay, for the Power BI. Okay, so we will cover all these three topics mostly. So we'll mainly concentrate on the Power BI. So SQL and Azure are like a supporting topics. Okay, so we'll start the session, demo session basically. And so first we are gonna deal with the Power BI. Okay, so first we need to know what is the Power BI. So as of a new candidate here, so I'll start at the beginning. So Power BI is a analytical tool. Okay, BA analytical tool. Okay, so that help us to visualize the data and make some decisions on top of it on the business. Okay, so basically Power BI gives the advantage of uh, analyzing the data in the charts and graphs and some metrics kind of reports. Okay, so why we are going for the reporting to analyze the business? Why, in the sense, in spite of seeing the numbers, okay, it is very easy to understand the data and understand the business scenario in the charts. Okay, for example, if you take a scenario like you have a 5 years of numbers, okay, 2022, 2025. Okay, so you will have a like a numbers in the table, so that won't give that much appearance to see and understand it for the first sight. So when you look at the bar chart with the same numbers and same years, you can see the highest value of bar in the chart. So that you can easily understand by seeing itself. So okay, one of the year is having a high sales kind of, right? So that will give you the a good advantage for the bar charts. Okay. So for example, if you have a this chart like this, and if you have some years, okay, if you have a bars like this and like this and like this, so you can easily understand like, so at this point of year we got a good sales, right? Got a good sales in this year, particular year. So if you see the same thing in a table, like if you have a year 20, so it would be like a 10K. Okay, so 21, it would be like a 4K, and it would be anyway, it is a number. You on the first side itself, you don't see the much difference, right? So that is the advantage of visualizations for the analysis and showing the data in a visuals. Okay, so Power BI is a tool that will give the advantage of showing the numbers in the reports and dashboards and charts. Okay, so this is the coming to the Power BI tool. Okay, so before we are going to the Power BI tool, okay, we are continuously talking about the BI, right? So the BI full form is like a business intelligence. Okay, so the business intelligence is like a scenario. Just now we talked, right? So the scenario which will tell us about the business basically. Okay, so when we start the business, okay, for example, if we take XYZ company, so it is running from past 4 or 5 years. So the CEO want to analyze the business, whether it is going in the profits, whether it is going in the losses. Okay, so we can see by the revenue, but anyway, he has to see the regional wise and state wise and country wise performances. Okay, so this kind of analysis and this kind of insights we can analyze by using the BA. The terminology we call it as a BA, basically business intelligence. Okay, the business intelligence tell us and give us the advantages of okay making some decisions over our business. Okay, if for example in India we have a geo, right? We can take it as a geo as an example. So we have different states for the geo is servicing in the different states and different um, cities and different sub cities also, small cities also, right? So if Ambani want to see, okay, which area is performing very well, his manager given his Excel sheet filling with the 23 or 20 whatever the states available and the revenue numbers. Okay, he has to go through every state revenue number and he has to cross check which number is the highest one and which number is the lowest one. Right? That is pretty difficult to him to understand and see. Right? Instead of giving that a table, if his manager giving a bar chart, he can understand it easily, right? So, for example, Telangana is not performing very well. He can make a decision like, hey, who is the region manager over there, and talk with him why the sales are not good in the Telangana. So he'll concentrate more on the Telangana, right? If he don't do this analysis, he won't know whether the Telangana is performing good or not, right? So, and I have it. I'll tell you the real time example. Like if you go to the Geo store, I mean, Reliance Trends or something, they'll give you some coupons, right? So why they are providing some coupons, right? So if you observe something, when the sales are so high, they'll give us the coupons, and they'll analyze the last year and before last year data, and they'll figure it out which month the customers are not coming. For example, if you take in the January, we have a festival, so definitely we'll go and buy a clothes or something, right, for the festival season and some other seasons. If we go to the next month, Feb and March, there are not there are no much festivals or I mean not seasonal things going on these 2 months, right? So what they'll do is they'll they'll give you some coupons on the January and they'll ask him to come back on the Feb and buy for it because we are getting in the offer, right? So definitely we'll go and buy. So these kind of analysis, they are putting these ideas based on the BI. Okay, whatever the data available for them. So they have some data, right? Fast 2 years of data, and they have to analyze which month is high sales and which month is they're down in the sales, and they'll put some offer on the down sales. Okay, where if the sales is not good, they'll come up with some idea offers or some promotions or some more gifts or something, right? So this is the thing which will going behind the scenes of the business. Okay, so this decision making will comes with the analysis. Okay, this kind of analysis and this kind of uh, insights we provide by doing the BI. Okay, by doing the BI. So this is the simple example which I gone through. Okay, if you feel it as a complex example, you can analyze yourself. Like maybe I told you before as well. Like if you want to analyze your performance in your career, so take your 10th, take your inter, take your graduation, take your post graduation marks, and you can draw a graph, right? Like this x axis and y axis, and then you can take your 10th marks. Sorry, and you can take your 10th standard marks and then 12th standard marks and then degree and then PG or something, okay, whatever it is. So you can see some trend between over here and here, right? Definitely you will see some trend to analyze in your marks and performance. So that tell us how we perform till now. So for example, if you are doing some more PG or double PG, that will help us to understand and perform more, right? So same way, every business and every person and every business guy will do this analysis. Okay. So this is where we are gonna work with. Okay. This is the BI. So in this entire whole picture of BI and decision making and blah blah blah. Okay. So we are dealing with the last part of the BA. Okay. So for this simple example, okay, you need it like a first thing you need like you need your marks. Okay. You have to take pen and paper and you have to note it down your marks. Okay. That is like a collecting data, right? Collecting data. I mean, you need to take a pen and paper and you have to write it down somewhere 10th, inter, and degree and PG marks, right? Then what we will do is we need to clean the data. For example, if you have some points around, we will round it off like 72.5, we will fix it as a 73. Okay. We can say clean and cleanse the data. Okay. Uh, fixing data, I can say. Okay. Third one, visualizing the data. And fourth one, analyze. So all these things we just perform right now in this small graph. If you see, right? First of all, we collected the numbers and then we figured, I mean, round figured it like 72.5 something. We'll say it as 72 or 73. And then we will visualize. I mean, we have to draw x-axis, we have to draw y-axis, and we have to put marks over here like 70%, 80% or something. And we have to put our educations like 10th, 12th and degree and PG over here and we will visualize. And then we will analyze, okay, in inter we have a good marks and in degree our performance is bit low. Then in PG we are good kind of thing. So this is the whole picture if you go to any business. Okay. This is like a little introduction about a BI. Okay. So in this part of entire BI analysis, we are going to deal with this visualizations part. Okay. So we are going to deal with this visualization part by using Power BI. Power BI is a tool where we can visualize the data. Okay. To draw a graph. But before that, we did two more things. And after that, we have one more thing. Right. So analyze data is also you can include in this because once the graph is done, the analysis will be more different. You may see the marks. Okay. Somebody will see the uh, I mean, class or something. Somebody will see the hike in the marks or something, like difference in the marks or something. Okay. Everybody's analysis is different in the business. So, but every analysis comes with a visualization, right? So, this will help us to understand the analysis. That's okay. So, before that, we have two more tools. So, collecting the data and fixing the data. This part we are going to do with SQL, comma Azure. Okay, so that's why we need some background knowledge about SQL and Azure. Okay, so because there is an interconnectivity between these two, if you observe, right? When you need to draw a visual something, you need to at least have some knowledge about the data, right? So that's why we are going to learn few basics of SQL and Azure. Okay, this is the I mean background of BI and background of Power BI and BI where we are gonna apply the BI. and where the SQL comes into the picture and where the Azure comes into the picture. Okay, till here I hope everybody is good. Before we jump into the introduction and core Power BI tool. So if you have any questions, you can ask. Anybody having any questions, whether in a Telugu or anything, that would be fine. Yeah, so fine. I'll continue the class. Then now we'll start with the Power BI. Okay, so as I told you before, so Power BI is a tool where we can analyze and visualize the data. So we are representing data in a graphical manner. Okay, so that is by using the charts, KPIs, KPI in the sense key performance indicators, graphs and maps, etc. Okay, too easy to understand the data. So basically, Power BI is not a uh, new tool. Okay, so Power BI is developed by Microsoft. Okay, so we know the Excel, right? So Power BI is like an edition of an Excel. Okay, so there are some uh, background things which are very familiar with the Excel. Okay, so if you are good with Excel and if you are professional with the Excel, then Power BI is like a very easy tool for you. Okay, so where the Power BI comes into the picture actually, right? So you can see that in 2010, they try to launch a new tool with the addition of the benefits of the Excel, because if you see, everybody is familiar with the Excel. Okay, even from the student from the college and the CEO of the company. If they want to enter some data, they'll quickly open Excel, right? So even a CEO of a company also will use the Excel in the same way, like a college student how uses, right? So they figured out this point basically. So everybody think and everybody feel Power Excel is a easy and familiar tool with everybody. So there will be a lot of customers if you build something on top of an Excel, right? Definitely, right? So this is the comes into the picture for the Microsoft, and they try to work on that addition of the Excel as a new reporting tool as Power BI. Okay, and they launched in 2013 September. Okay, latest version of Power BI into the public, and from the 2013 and from the 2015 they released the standard business version of Power BI. Okay, from 2015 to 2019 it becomes a leading BI tool in the market. Okay, so in the span of 4 years, it has become a number one tool in BI. So if you ask me, like Mahesh, there is only a Power BI is only the one tool which we use for the BI. I'll say no. There are number of tools which are available in the market from 80s. Okay, from 18s. So from 80s we have so many tools available, but But once the Power BI comes into the market in 2015, it nailed everything and it grabbed most of the customers' attraction, because we will see that in the next slide. Okay, why Power BI nailed, okay, most of the market in BI as a newly tool? Because if you launch something into the market as a new, most of the people won't accept it easily, because if a guy having 20 or 30 years of experience, he is already familiar with the one of the tool, right? So you don't want to learn new tool, and he don't want to use the new tool again, right? But most of the companies, most of the managers and VPs adapted Power BI very, very, very quickly. Okay, very quickly. So within the 4 years, it becomes a leading tool, and you can go and search in Google also what are the leading BI tools in the market. Then you can see Power BI is one of the tool. Okay, okay, just explore it in the Google. Okay, and we have a Tableau And Google also recently launched one more tool like a Looker. Okay, we have a Click, we have a ClickSense. So many tools are available. But Power BI, as a new tool, Power BI has so many features which can attract the customers. So if most of the companies are using Power BI, then ultimately we will have a most of the opportunities in the market, right? That is driving a Power BI as a new tool, and we have a lot of openings in the outside because this is the fifth or sixth year running for the Power BI, right? So from the past 3 years onwards, there are drastically Power BI openings opened in so many companies. So many projects are coming on top of Power BI. Okay, so that is also one of the crazy for learning the Power BI and using the tool Power BI in the market. Okay, so this is about a Power BI. And if you come to see what is Power BI, okay, it nailed it everything. It nailed the market. It everybody adapted it very easily. So what is this Power BI basically? Why these many people are using Power BI in this short span, right? We will see that. Then we will see why Power BI, why I have to learn Power BI, why market is adapting Power BI. So we have two questions when we are going to learn a new technology, right? One thing is, if I learn this technology, will I get a job or not? And second thing is, if I learn this technology, how many years I can survive with this technology, right? Two things are most important. So if you are learning something, at least you have to survive for 5 years, at least. If you somebody learned Java, they're still surviving. If somebody learned .NET, if somebody learned C, C++, we are seeing the trend, right? If you are a BTech guy, right? So in the same way, if you learn Power BI, how many years I can survive? So we can see these trends and all in this example, right? So first we'll cover the what is Power BI. So as I told you before, Power BI is a BI tool. And coming to the first point, Power BI tool is a powerful and performatic tool compared to the all BI tools in the market. So I'll explain this point in detail. Like if you take any other, maybe you don't have a knowledge on it, or if you go to see some, I mean, good search on the BI tools, okay, you will see like Power BI will providing more number of connections. Okay, Power BI is providing more number of connections. So it becomes a powerful and performatic tools when we are connecting the data. Okay, so in the example I told you before, the first point of the business first step in the BI is like collecting the data. So collecting the data and connecting the data are same. Like I want to connect and I want to get the data, right? So both are same. So collecting the data is the first step, right? So connecting to the SQL and connecting to the Azure, connecting to the n number of data sources is very easy in Power BI. And you can get data from Excel, you can get data from PDF, you can get data from, okay, so CSV file, Excel text file, okay, anything is very fingertip. So it's very easy to connect the data in the Power BI so that everybody can connect. Even you, after this demo, you can just go and connect, right? If that easy, everybody can adapt it very easily, right? So do we need to learn so many things to connect the data? No. If you see the old version like SSRS and some other tools, it would be like little hard, and uh, th- other companies are not providing these many connection to connect to the data and visualize the data. Okay, so apart from the Power BI, so this is one of the tool. Okay, so this is the one, and I'll tell you one example like powerful and performatic. So if everything is available in the one store, so definitely everybody go and buy. So I'll tell you one scenario, like if in your gully store you'll get only few things for your monthly needs, okay, and if you go to the supermarket you'll get everything for your monthly needs. Definitely we'll go once in a month and we'll buy everything, right? Instead of going a gully store, and again if you need some more things which is not available in the gully store, you'll go to some other store. It would be like going two or three stores. So same with the BA. If you go for some other BA tool, you won't get, I mean, in future you may need to connect to some other data source. If that feature is not available, you have to switch to some other BA tool, right? If everything is connected by one tool, definitely most of the people will go to the store and buy everything, right? So in the same way, most of the people switch to Power BI and they're trying to get their data into the Power BI and visualize the data in Power BI. Okay, this is the 1.1. And second point is like enable more advanced analytics. So what is mean by advanced analytics? More advanced analytics, right? So every BI tools can show the bar charts and line charts and everything. But Power BI is providing like some additional uh, advanced analytics, like performance, like what if parameters. So for example, if your sales are increased 20%, what will be the your performance in the next year? So that is the predictive parameters which we are using in the Power BI. So your data can analyze for now and past data in the last year and the future data as well. If your sales is increased this much, so your performance, your store's performance will be like this. So you can take a decision on top of it. Okay, so if a company want to invest something on some other company based on their next year sales, okay, they want to see how my next year going to happen, whether it is a profitable year or whether I'm going to be a loss next year. So they can analyze the past 3 or 4 years data and they can just estimate the future next upcoming year data. So that kind of predictive analysis providing by the Power BI. Okay, that is like a cool feature. And coming to the third point, it brings together data governance and security. Okay, what does it mean by data governance and security? So that security and governance is like a which we can provide the customers a security and trust on the tool, because if somebody using our BA tool and some other opponent company will get that this data and he can see this data, so he'll change their uh, they'll change the decision. They took advantage of this unsecured data from this company. For example, I'll tell you, like so many times I told this example maybe. So in Geo, and we have a Geo and we have a Airtel in India, right? So for example, if Geo report, okay, Geo report tested by the or Geo report got by some other Airtel company, so he can analyze where is his weakness point, and he can hire more persons to grab the market over there. For example, in Telangana, there is only less sales for Geo, so Airtel will invest more to get the customers from the Telangana, right? The competitor will get the advantage from the not secure data. So Power BI is providing more security, coming to the security feature, and governance and security also. It is providing, like for example, in Geo only, if Telangana manager comes into the report, he can see only Telangana data. He won't even see the Andhra Pradesh or some other state's data. So when he can see only his data, so that's more secure, right? He don't even see the Andhra Pradesh data. For example, in some other quarterly meeting, if his region manager asks for the improvement, he can say like, I am the most, I mean, selling guy in this entire India. So why you are asking me to more sales in the next year, right? So that will be the sales and the competition will decrease. So in the organization itself, it is providing some security features. Okay, and coming to the next point, like fourth point, it has custom and open source. Okay, what is meant by the custom and open source, right? So custom and open source are like, for example, if you are creating something, developing something, so it need to allow more features, whether within the tool or any external companies develop that, right? So for example, if you are creating some other, if you take some other tools, they can create some dashboards with their own designs and all. Okay. If you come to the Power BI, Power BI is providing us to visualize. For example, there is a bar chart which is not available in Power BI. Okay. Which is not available in Power BI. So we can go to the market store. Like we have an app store in marketplace. So we can Microsoft Store. So we can go and we can get that charts basically. Whether it is a free, we have a free tools few, and we have a few paid tools as well. So we can use those tools and we can build our dashboards more efficiently. And coming to the one more thing, when we are dealing with the dashboards, so we need to apply some templates and some designs and all, right? So there are a lot of designs available in the market. Somebody, even me also uploaded few designs in the store, I mean source store. So you can get that design and you can use that design. Okay, it is giving the open source. So you can get anything from anyone. So that would be like really cool feature. It will reduces the effort of the developer basically. Okay, that's a more future where we have to see more developments in Power BI. And coming to the fifth point, so AI. So AI is like growing like anything. Okay, so everybody want to uh, migrate into the AI basically. So for example, if you have a some scenario, if you have a some business question, so you can, which is not available in the dashboard. Okay, if you want to ask them, then you will get a visualization for that. That would be like a really cool, right? For example, if you want to see last 5 years of sales, okay, last 5 years of sales performance, just you can go and you can type like last 5 years sales, then it will pop up a bar chart. That would be like a really cool feature, right? So there is no development needed, there is no nothing needed. It will just automatically visualize, automatically show the bar charts and line charts itself. That would be like a really cool feature AI, and they started 3 or 2 years before, and they are im- I mean improving the tool on AI side more and more. Machine learning and AI are some additional features which Power BI working on. Okay, so they are improving more and more on AI capabilities and ML capabilities. Okay, and coming to the sixth one, it is like, as I told you before, like Excel is very easy for everybody. So if I am saying, hey, you already know the Excel, so come and see this tool. This is also familiar like Excel. So everybody at least come and see this tool, right? So that grabbed most of the market. Okay, because of the easy interface and familiar with the Excel. So all these advantages for the Power BI grabbed the market more. Then coming to the next slide, why is Power BI is good in the market? Okay, so as I told you before, like powerful connectivities. I told you like a gully store and supermarket example, right? That drives the Power BI grab the market more. Okay, so then second point is like a mobility. So what is the mobility? For example, why people are more uh, adapted the Facebook, because I can open it in my internet, I mean laptop, I can open it in my tab, I can open it in my mobile. Okay, wherever I have internet, I can open it easily, right? That adapted, that gives advantage of using it more. So if I say Power BI is also same, so that would be very easy, right? So when I open the laptop, I can use in the laptop. When I open in my tab. I can see the reports in my tab. I can open my phone. I can even see in my mobile as well. So that would be really, really cool feature. I have a single one funny example for this. For example, if Ambani want to see uh, his chats or something, okay, when he's driving from the uh, home to the office, he just open his mobile and he can see the report. And once he reaches to the office, he can give some commands or he can give some work to the below guys like managers and region managers based on the performance he's seeing in the charts. That's easy, right? So it is giving them more flexibility. Mobility is giving them more flexibility of using Power BI. Apart from other tools like Tableau and all, Power BI is having a mobile app where we can see the dashboards and analyze the data in 24 into 7 and anywhere. Okay. And coming to the third point, that's a low upfront cost. So first of all, what is the upfront cost? So if you want to start some business or if you want to do something uh, additionally, you need to invest some amount, right? So uh, what if you it comes for free? Definitely we'll try, right? Whether we'll get a loss or profit, whatever it is, anyway it is for free, right? Just we'll take it up and we will use. If it is good, then we will continue. Otherwise, we will left because it's free, right? Same strategy used by the Geo. So you can see the sales of the Geo in the past 5 years, right? It's increased like drastically. So same thing is doing with the Microsoft. Microsoft is giving Power BI for free, absolutely free for the beginners. If you are working in some other organization, okay, if you have a work email ID or a school email ID, then you can open Power BI and you can start using it. Okay, it's that free. So definitely everybody uses that. If you are working in some Wipro or TCS or some other companies, everybody having Power BI access. Everybody can use the Power BI and utilize the Power BI tool. So that's really cool, right? And Power BI desktop is coming for the free. So everybody definitely downloaded it and just try it, right? That increases the more sales and that increases the more market to the Power BI. Okay. Coming to the fourth point, user friendly. As I told you, right? Just now after this class, you can just download the Power BI and you can create 2 or 3 bar charts. I can say without a doubt. Okay. So it's that much user friendly. If you open the Power BI, then it will guide how what to do. Okay. So that much user friendly tool can survive in the market very easily. So Power BI is one of the example for that. So coming to the fifth point, frequent updates. Okay. How frequent Power BI is updating? Months? No. Before 19 to the 19, every month they are gonna release one update. But after 19, every month they are like going crazy. In monthly, they are giving like 2 or 3 updates. So they are adding more and more additional features based on the trend, based on the market, based on the some AL, ML features. So they are making it more powerful. Okay. So every people need to have some additional advantage on these features. So if it is a definitely updating one, if one tool is updating frequently, definitely IT industry adapt it very easy, right? Because we'll get a frequent updates, right? I have one thing to say. In 2019, there is no shadow for the particular visual. Okay, so Power BI is providing one of the portal to submit an idea. Okay, one guy submitted an idea to show the shadow on the particular visual. Okay, so Power BI is implemented that visual in the 2 or 3 months, and they updated the app, and they are giving this advantage inbuilt in Power BI now. Okay, see how cool it is. If somebody asking for some additional feature, they are taking it as a challenge and they are implementing it. and adding it to the existing tool, right? That's really cool. So that kind of quick updates is making Power BI is the king in the market. And coming to the sixth point, cloud support. So what is this cloud and cloud supported? So cloud is like we can access it from anywhere. Okay. So like Facebook, wherever we can open, we can open it and we can use it, right? So cloud is like where we can put the data. I mean, as I told you before, like connecting the data. Okay. This point, connecting the data. This point is like going crazy, right? So Azure is a cloud platform and some other few more cloud platforms as well. So Azure and SQL are from the Microsoft products. So Power BI can connect to the support cloud very easily, and Power BI itself is storing in the cloud. So that is adding some of the advantage to the Power BI. Maybe as a beginner, you don't know much about the cloud. So if you explore more, okay, next generation from 2020 onwards, cloud is booming like anything. So you can see the OTT, Amazon, and Netflix and everything. So why these are increased more sales? Everybody why using these things? So because it's available in the cloud. Everybody can access from mobile. Everybody can access from TV just for the login, right? So that's increasing because of the cloud. So next market in the next IT market is like a cloud. So if the cloud is supporting this Power BI tool, that's like an advantage. Okay. So okay, what I know what is Power BI tool, and I decided I know that why I learned to Power BI. Then I decided. So what are the things I have to learn in Power BI? Okay. So what are the main components of Power BI? So is it like a small tool or is it like a really very big tool? I have to work on more and more and I have to script something and I have to write a coding or something, right? So Power BI comes with a no coding tool. You don't need to code anything, okay? But you have to write some formulas because, for example, if you want to see, you need to add a plus b equal to c, right? So you need to write this formula to get the C, right? You have to write A plus B to get the C value. So like this kind of formulas we need to write because everything not comes with a very handy, right? So this kind of formulas and functions will be there, but trust me, those are not that much critical. Okay. And coming to the Power BI tools, what are the tools available in the market? Like what are the things I have to learn in the Power BI? What are the components, main components in Power BI? So there are three components in Power BI. One is like Power BI Desktop. So this is the Power BI Desktop application where we are going to develop, where we are going to create the dashboards, where we are going to build the dashboards and visualizations and connecting the data and visualizing the data. Okay, most of the development, 90%, will done in Power BI Desktop only. Okay, then Power BI services. So Power BI services is like a online services. So it's like a portal, web portal, like Facebook or something where we can log in and we can see the data, right? So in the same way, we need to log in into the Power BI services to publish the dashboard. So for example, if you have a video you want to share with your friends, what will you do? You'll just post in the Power Facebook, and whoever is the friends, so that everybody can see that video, right? So in the same way, whatever the dashboard you built in the Power BI desktop, you need to publish that into the Power BI services. Okay, post that into Power BI services. That's like a web, okay, web site. So where you can post and where you can share the dashboards and reports. So from there onwards, everybody can access your creativity and your creative designs and your creative dashboards and reports to analyze the data, right? For example, you are the developer and your CEO want to see the report. Okay, so your CEO woke up at every day 6 o'clock. If he calls you at 6 o'clock and asks for the report, that would be like very silly, right? So it's the intermediate platform to share the reports. Okay, as a developer, we are sharing the reports over there, and as the users, they can see at any time. Okay, so that's a web portal, Power BI services. And coming to the Power BI mobile, it's like a app. Okay, so you can just download from the app store. Okay, if you're iOS, and you can go for the store and you can download it over there. Okay, it's available in iOS and Android in both, and Windows as well. So you can download it and you can log in and you can see the reports in your mobile. Okay, these are the three main components. And as in the diagram, you can see that this Power BI gateways will provide the security, as we see the security and governance, right? So this is the security and governance uh, area. Okay, so and here it's a desktop, and we are trying to connect with the SQL and cloud or Excel sheets, whatever we have, and we are developing it, or we can develop the reports in Power BI services as well. Okay, and I'll tell you just for your, I mean, understanding very easily. We can put live in Facebook Lite, Facebook Lives and all. So you can create in your mobile and you can upload into the Facebook, or else you can just do the direct live in Facebook, right? In the same way, we can develop in Power BI desktop and we can publish into the Power BI services, or else we can directly develop reports in Power BI services. But there is an few things will different. I mean, additional advantages and disadvantages will be there in both. For example, take the same thing. If you are recording some video in your mobile, you can cut it and you can edit it and you can post it in the Facebook, right? And if you are doing the live, you don't have that option, right? So same thing with the here as well, like in Power BI tool as well. If you are dealing with the Power BI desktop, you can just drag it and you can drag and you can make it your own design, and you can um, get the your if you are doing, if your friend is doing a good theme, you can grab the theme from him and you can use in your desktop and you can publish that into the Power BI services. So editing and everything is little easier in desktop compared to the Power BI services. And desktop is having a more options than services. Okay, so this is just for the relative. And coming to the this point, after you has published that into Power BI services, we can access the services from the mobile and laptop and Android applications. Okay, and so what is the operating system needed for the Power BI? So any operating system is okay to install the Power BI, whether it is a 64 or 34-bit. And but mandatory is we need a Internet Explorer or 9. Okay, we need a web browser to connect to the internet. Okay, we need the browser. So inbuilt in every PC we have the browser. Okay, so every PC will support for the Power BI. There are no specific requirements for the Power BI. Okay, and coming to the Power BI architecture. This is the architecture of Power BI. So as I told in this previous example, collecting the data, right? So that is nothing but like data integration and data preparation. Okay. So this is the data sources like text files, Excel files, CSVs, PDF, or anything. Whether it is a SQL data or some other data, we can extract the data and we can transform the data and we can load the data into data warehouse, and we can use that for the visualization. Okay, same way we can do it in a Power BI as well. Okay, and business user will utilize this visualizations and dashboards. Okay, so here we have a four parts, like data integration, as I told you before, here like collecting the data, and data preparation, like data fixing and all, and data presenting is like visualizing the data. So yeah, I missed it. Processing and modeling, and report maintenance is comes with the analysis and doing the update on that report. Okay, these are the four main parts for the report. So this is like a Power BI desktop. So if you open the Power BI desktop, it would be like this. Okay, so you can see the ribbon. This is on the top. You can see the ribbon. Okay, this is the toolbar we can say, or ribbon we can say. And second one is the canvas point two. And here we need to do the visualizations. We need to build the visuals like bar charts and line charts and card KPIs and all. Okay. And coming to the third point, it's a page tab. Here it is. So you can create a number of pages. And coming to the fourth point, it is like a filter pan. So here we can do the filterization on the pans. Okay. And coming to the fifth one, like a visuals. So here we have a visuals. So from here onwards, we need to drag the visuals into this canvas and build the visual. Okay. And here we have a sixth one is like a fields. So these are the columns and rows we need to work on. Okay. So coming to the next part, this is like we have in Power BI in the same window, you can see these three icons. So these three icons are like visualization tool where we can see the visuals and we can build the visuals. And the second part is like uh, data data view. So where we can see the data like in Excel. So Excel we can see the numbers and text, right? So there we can see the Excel numbers and text. And third point is like relationship view. If you have a more than one table, so we need to connect the tables and for the visualization and all. Okay. So that we can do in this view. Okay. So coming to the pricing, Power BI pricing. Okay. Till here, yeah, visualization part. I mean, the overview of Power BI is done. If you have any questions, you can ask. I'll jump into the next part of Power BI. Hello.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah, చెప్పండి.
At డెవలప్మెంట్ పార్ట్ ఓన్లీ మనం కంప్లీట్ చేయాలా లేకపోతే యాక్సెస్ అంటే మొబైల్స్ కి యాక్సెస్ ఇవ్వడం ఆ వర్క్ కూడా అంటే చేయాల్సి వస్తుందా?
Everything we have to do. Everything is which included in Power BI.
ఓకే.
Okay, but it depends on the project. మీకు if you have a complete access on the project and you have a entire role to do all these things, you will do everything. Otherwise, if you are restricted to only development in the project, you will do only the development. It's based on the project.
ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Yeah. Yep. So that would be like very easy. I mean, not much hard to learn everything. Okay. So coming to the Power BI pricing, as I told you before, it's free and it's cheapest in the market. So as a free, everybody can use it. Like I have a superstore, for example, in or in Hyderabad, I have a 4 supermarkets. I want to see which supermarket is performing good. Okay. So I don't want to spend a lakh of rupees. I just want to spend 3 or 4 thousand rupees for this analysis and improve the business on this particular supermarket. So we can use the Power BI because it comes with just $10. Okay. And some if you are only the person need to see, you can use it for the free, right? So small and mid markets can adapt it Power BI very easily because compared to other tools, it's very cheap. Okay. Coming to the premium capacity will change according to your business. Okay. It's like a above middle companies. Okay. It's like a big companies and multi giants companies and all. Okay. It's deal with the capacity because if they want more capacity, it will cost more. If they want less capacity, it will cost little less. Okay. So premium comes with the capacity charge. Okay. So this is the Power BI pricing basically. So this is also one of the thing which drives the Power BI into the market more. Okay. So then coming to the data integration, and if I have a data, how I have to connect and see. For example, after this demo, you can just download the tool, okay, and follow these steps to do this. Okay, so data integration is like connecting the tool. As I told you before, if you need to work on some visualization, we need to connect to the data and collect the information. So I'm connecting to the Excel sheet here in the demo. Okay, so you can just need to click on the get data once you open the Power BI, and you can navigate to the more, or on top you can see the Excel. So you can just click on the Excel, then connect. Okay, it will show you the folder path where you have a Excel file. Okay, you can pick the folder, you can pick the file, which one you want to do some analysis, Excel file or something, and you can just click on the load. Okay, then you can use these visualizations to create a beautiful visual like this, and create the entire dashboard like this. This is example one, and analyze the data. By seeing itself, you can say like here we have a more male employees than the female employees. Alright. Here we can see in this particular staff day of department, this department is having more employees. Here we can see this chart like here the blank age is more. Right? This kind of analysis we can do in the easiest, right, easier manner if you have this visualization. So this is the use of the data preparation. And coming to the next one, like a report maintenance. So yes, we developed this report. Okay, so as of 2022 January, this report is having these numbers, right? For example, if you deliver this report to your manager, okay, then he want to see again in the March or April or 2020 December, 22 December. So will these numbers will same? No, they will change, right? The data will, I mean, few more male people can resign, few more female people can appoint in the same company, and these numbers will change, right? Every day, I can say, right? So we need to update the data frequently, every day, right? We need to get this Excel file or anything every day. So for that, we need to do report maintenance. So we have to refresh the data every time, every day. So to get the new data updates and all, right? That part will take care in Power BI services. Okay, once you publish that into the services, data will automatically do, or they'll do some frequently on the monthly or weekly. So they'll update it accordingly. Okay, and sharing. Coming to the sharing, as I told you, right? So we deliver the report. Report is done, and we publish that in the Power BI services. We need to share with the people who want to analyze the data, right? That part will comes under the maintenance, and that we need to do in Power BI services. Okay, and yeah, that's it. That's it about all the picture of Power BI. So if you have any questions or any concerns, please let me know. Okay, I can imagine like everybody understood very well, and nobody having questions, right? Okay, fine. That's the demo, guys. So go with the demo once again, and go with the tool once again, explore it, and if you have anything, let me know. Okay, yeah, that's for the demo. We'll
Okay.
start the, yeah, sessions from the tomorrow. Yep. Thank you, everyone. Signing off today. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.